Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 6 of Replay with Donzelli. And today we're going to be doing Wayne Gretzky's 7-assist game plus Darryl Sittler's 10-point game. And this will be the final episode in the Replay with Donzelli series. We're finishing up here with hockey. And, Darryl Sittler's probably a name not a ton of people have heard because, hockey can be a niche sport, with the great one. Wayne Gretzky. If you're a casual hockey fan, you'll know who Wayne Gretzky is. If you're a casual hockey fan, you won't know who Darryl Sittler is because I didn't know who he was really, and I'm making this video. So Darryl Sittler had arguably the greatest game of all time. He had a 10-point game in 1976. He was playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs at the time, but the only place he's available in NHL 24 is on the Eastern All-Stars. So that's where we're going to have to play with him. Unfortunately, he has to play with a ton of good players. Sucks for me. But that record still holds today, having 10 points in a game, and it happened in 1976. So we're nearing 50 years of this record being held, which is just unbelievable. And Darryl Sittler was also the first ever Maple Leaf to score 100 points in a single game. Now, Darryl Sittler was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1989 after he retired from the NHL in 1985. He played for the Maple Leafs from 1970 to 82. The Philadelphia Flyers from 82 to 84, and the Detroit Red Wings from 84 to 85 to finish off his career. He's definitely a Maple Leaf legend. Finished his career with 484 goals and 1,121 points, and so he's got the record for 10 points in a game, 6 goals, 4 assists. As you can see it flying in the background. Now, what I wanted to kind of talk the majority of this video about, as Darryl Sittler footage still plays in the background, because it's going to be the majority of this, because he did score 10 points in a game. It's going to be a lot of game footage to show, but we're going to talk about Wayne Gretzky. Now, I believe Wayne Gretzky, apart from some Olympic sports, he's the GOAT of hockey. There's no doubt, it's unarguable that Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player of all time. And now there's so many games you can pick from in his catalog to recreate in NHL 25, but I thought 7 assists would be a good idea because it's a little more difficult and it's a little more niche as doing something like goals, which scored a lot of, and he does have a lot of assists, as we will get into. And I was reading through Wayne Gretzky's website, which I think it's pretty cool that pretty much every greatest player of all time has their own website. At least I found one for Messi, now Gretzky, now obviously Jordan has one. So he was born in Brantford, Ontario in 1961, and the craziest thing that I read from his first little short area was in the final season of his minor league career, he had a 378 goal season. I don't even know how many games there were. I can't imagine it was that many. But he must have been averaging over 10 goals a game. That's just unbelievable. He kind of just knew he was destined for stardom right there and there. And obviously he was, because he went on to be the greatest NHL player of all time. Another one of my favorite facts about Wayne Gretzky is he has 4 200-point seasons, which is unbelievable. And he's also the only player to ever have a 200-point season. And he has 4 of them. So it's honestly just like reading through my player stats when reading through some of his accomplishments and achievements, because basically if you were to play through your entire my career for 20 seasons on NHL 24. He was that good, and he's basically a video game in real life. Now, similarly to Messi, I'll try to get through as fast as possible his achievements and records and all of that, but it's going to take a while as we continue to fly through this Darryl Sittler footage in the background. Wayne Gretzky, he has most goals of all time, most goals in the season with 92, most goals in the first 50 games, most goals in one period, most assists in a career, most assists in one season, most assists in one game with 7, which would be next, most assists in one road game, most points in a career, most points in one season, most overtime points in a career, most assists in a game during a rookie season, highest points per game average, highest assists per game average, most 50, 60 goal seasons, most 100-point seasons, most consecutive 100-point seasons, most 3 or more games in a career with 50, which is just unbelievable. Longest consecutive point game streak with 51 game streak, and that is just about half of them. I had to skip over some because there are so many. And now for playoff records, most playoff goals in a career, most playoff assists in a career, most playoff assists in one postseason, most playoff assists in one series, most assists in one finals, assists in one game, assists in one period, assists in a career, most playoff points in the postseason, most playoff points in finals, playoff points in one period, game-winning playoff goals in a career, with somehow he has 24. Most 3 or more goal playoff games in a career with 10, which is unbelievable. Now moving on to his All-Star records. Most All-Star game goals in one game, most All-Star game goals in a career, most All-Star game goals in one period, most All-Star game assists in a career, most All-Star game points in a career, most All-Star game points in one period. As we are finishing up our Darryl Sittler 10 points with his 6th goal there to finish it off, as we are finally going to move on to this Wayne Gretzky footage, which I could not have him on his team, which would be the Edmonton Oilers at this point, but he is going to be on the West All-Stars, similarly to Darryl Sittler. So, again, unfortunately for me, he's played with a ton of good players. So this is the game that I kind of had to fly past in the records part, but it is the most assists in a game with 7. It's also the most assists in a road game, which is, it's kind of tough to show the assists because there's not a lot exactly in the highlight tapes. A lot you're going to see the players scoring the goals, not exactly Gretzky getting the assists, which is part of what makes Gretzky great, is his unselfishness. Gretzky, he won 4 Stanley Cup championships, all with the Oilers during 83, 84, 86, and 87. So 4 straight Stanley Cup titles, and he's the only player in NHL history to have his number retired league-wide. Like in the NBA, they have Bill Russell, and in baseball, they have Jackie Robinson. If anyone were to ever question Wayne Gretzky being a GOAT, you can just pull out this stat. Even if he would have never scored a goal in his career, he has more than 1,900 assists. He would still be the number 1 player in points in NHL history, which is just crazy to think about how good he was and how dominant he was, and just how much higher of a level he was playing on than the players around him. Another great stat is 3 players have recorded 100 assists in NHL season. Bobby Orr did it one time. Mario Lemieux did it one time. These are both 2 of the best players in NHL history. And Wayne Gretzky did it just casual 11 years in a row. I could just keep going through crazy stats all day, but this will be probably the second to last one. Gretzky got to 1,000 points his second time faster than any other player in NHL history. So he got to 1,000 points for the first time in 422 games, and the second time he got it in 433 games. Next closest player was Mario Lemieux in 513 games. And to wrap it up, he led the league in points at age 19 and also at age 33. So talk about longevity, nobody was really doing it better than him, especially with a sport as tough on your body as hockey. And he also led the league in assists at age 37, which is crazy. So I appreciate you guys for watching all these videos. Thank you for the support, and comment if you want more or anything you would change.